Hello everyone, it's Farket here, and in this video I want to talk about my conduct over the last 6 months or so with the way I've been presenting videos. Basically, I've been doing a lot of complaining, whinging and such, and I'm here to say it's going to stop, and I want to apologize for the way I was acting. All that complaining, bitching, moaning, whinging, whining, all that fucking shit, it's not me, not really me. It was a version of myself I think I've created unknowingly, and I didn't realize I had done it, and realized it got to the point that it did. I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that does an apology video and say I'm going to get better and then go and say, oh, but, you know, the big, I'm sorry, but kind of thing. The understanding why it happened was a crucial part of how I actually got to this point. And I think there was 3 factors involved. And the main one was my obsession with integrity and authenticity. Now, I know that sounds weird, but what I wanted to do was convey how Sons of the Forest has been making me feel when I encounter things and bugs and that sort of stuff. But what I did is I let it control me and take me for a ride, and I gave into it, and I started realizing I was actually overreacting a lot to things that weren't even that bad. Where I thought I was being authentic, I was actually feeding a bad or horrible side of myself that I should not have been doing. Because that's what I was doing. I was acting like a victim. I wanted to show genuine emotions and feelings and thoughts and that sort of stuff. Though I think that's not my style, and I don't think it's very pleasing to watch that kind of stuff, because I certainly wouldn't watch it. And the next part of it was what was making it difficult was my ego. I thought I was right in presenting my content in the way that I was. And I was reading comments and people saying, you know, you're complaining a lot and that sort of stuff. And I thought, no, I'm actually being authentic. And that was my ego getting in the way. I think that's quite toxic, but a little self-awareness along the way with help from comments and such, and some self-realization made me realize that my ego was really getting in the way. There was a problem. And I think the other part of it is that I thought I was doing the right thing by expressing my emotions and such to the bugs and that, so they could probably get an account of how a person might react to these encounters. But I don't know, though it was a bad way of doing it. I don't think I went too far with it, but I think I went against my values. I'm not really like that in person. It really struck me recently, was one of the wake-up calls, was when my daughter was playing a VR game and hit the TV with a VR stick and broke my $2,800 TV. And I just didn't get fazed by it. I barely got affected by it. The look of fear on her face and my reaction, I just had to be cool, calm, and collective. When I think about that moment, I had a chance to traumatize my child by punishing her for something like that. Because I could imagine if I'd have done something like that as a kid, what my parents would have done to me. But one of the reasons that it come to me why this is all bringing up is that how would I feel if my daughter saw me carrying on like this on YouTube in videos? And that's what really pushed me to do this. I'm supposed to be a role model, and I want to be a good one. And one of the other things that helped me catch on to what was actually going on was that a lot of my reactions weren't from the game, but actually from problems in my personal life, and I was bringing them to work. You know that co-worker that brings their personal problems to work? That's what I was doing. I was that wanker. And that was a big hit, because I noticed in the most recent video that I lost my shit in was the upgrading the weapons video. It was annoying what I was experiencing, but nowhere near to how I was reacting to it. To give you an example, the day before that video, I found out that the place I'm renting is getting sold and I have 60 days to get out. So that was me not dealing with that shit and bringing it to my content. It's unfortunate it took me this long to realize, and I've got to be more in check. I think I should be reading comments more often. I did back off a bit because I did find that there was a lot of crap comments that were popping up in my videos, and I just didn't have the self-esteem to deal with it. Being a single dad is shit enough. And then you go and read comments criticizing your work. It's like, when you're a parent, you already feel like a shit parent. Then you read that you get told your work's shit, then it's just like, I can skip that part. But I'm going to try and do better. So the conclusion of this video is to say that I am sorry for the way I've been conducting myself. I was justifying my own actions. I was being a see you next Tuesday. Can't use the other word. So from now on, I'm going to be much more aware of it, and it won't be in my content. I'm going to be the grounded Farket that I used to be. One is in control and not a fucking whinging, whining little bitch. Hopefully. And apologies for my voice, as I'm sick at the moment. I think it's actually a stress sickness. It's how bad shit's been. And I just want to thank all the Patreons. It was actually not long ago that I was actually thinking about quitting. And honestly, the Patreons kept me going because I got demonetized that much. They helped pay my rent and stuff. So I really appreciate it. Thinking about it after all this, it's like I forgot my purpose. Maybe that's what I need to find again. Anyway, I appreciate those who stuck around and still watch my content. Appreciate it. It helps me keep going because, yeah, been hard times recent. Hopefully things pick up. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers.